I handle integrated marketing for the newly named Velocity group. I work across the music and entertainment divisions of Viacom, so it tallies up to about 10 different cable networks. We work across linear, digital, and mobile media, plus social. And basically our group is challenged with the task of creating custom content for agencies and their clients, integrated campaigns that are within linear content or around it, linearly and digitally, strategic campaign building that spans all of our screens, and custom sponsorships. I guess it's all kind of weaved together in some way, shape, or form. I would say for the most part we get briefs from clients or their agencies, and we take those back and typically brainstorm and come up with solutions that are, like I said, either within or around our content. We work with the clients or agencies to determine the scale of which the content needs to be created and distributed. I would say, but probably over the last couple of years, we've been piloting a bunch of concepts. The good thing about working across a portfolio is you get to see a lot of trending, a lot of maybe not exactly the same asks from clients, but similar ones. And so we use that sort of knowledge to help create and pilot some new opportunities that we then present to clients that want to test some innovative new things. What I've seen is sort of a shift over the last couple of years where we used to have a media conversation first. There would be a discussion around media dollars and a media spend or buy on our screens, on Viacom screens, and then what else could we do to sort of, dare I say, sweeten that deal with an integrated campaign. And I think now relationships with agencies like Mindshare kind of have the marketing and creative conversation first. We work off of briefs or initial downloads, and then we come back with integrated campaign recommendations, and then the media support is determined thereafter. So I've seen that shift actually with agencies like Mindshare who want to have a broader marketing conversation as opposed to just solely a media one. We work a lot with Unilever on a variety of their brands, so we worked on one, I want to say maybe a year and a half ago, that was really fun on Comedy Central with their hit series Workaholics. I'm not sure if you're familiar, but they're three guys who live together, play together, and I would say sometimes work together. So they're really lazy guys, but basically Unilever came to us via Mindshare to do a promotion around their Klondike brand, Choco Taco. And they basically wanted to make the Choco Taco, I would say, the dessert for millennials. And so we worked on a continuity campaign across the season of Workaholics. I want to say season 3. I may not be getting this right. Was an all-screens promotion. So we had an actual integration, a episode dedicated to the Workaholics guys' obsession with the Choco Taco and how perfect a dessert it was. We also worked on a custom web series where we used characters from their co-workers from the show, developed, I think it was a 4-episode cycle where we had to determine who was stealing the Choco Tacos out of their workplace's refrigerator. So it was very intense. That was really popular. We used some very fun characters from the show. And then lastly, Klondike's whole campaign is around 5 seconds. So we had a sweepstakes called 5 Seconds to Glory. And basically we had fans enter for a chance to have their 5 seconds of glory in the Workaholics show. So we had a fan actually written into the show, and they were mentioned in the show at the finale of that season. So I would say that was a really fun one. It trended on Twitter. It was, like I said, all screens. We had integrations within the linear content, and then we created some custom web series content around it. So it all sort of dovetailed nicely together. Another, I would say, more recent campaign that we worked on with Universal Pictures, it's actually another Comedy Central example. We have a show by the name of Key and Peele. They're very popular sketch comedy guys. They have characters that they call the valet guys. And basically they're 2 valet guys that are totally obsessed with pop culture, specifically with Liam Neeson. And they call the guy Liam Neeson's. And they're obsessed with Liam Neeson's, particularly around his Taken movies. And so there's been several bits with the valet guys sort of rambling about pop culture and Liam Neeson's. Well, we actually worked on a promotion with Universal where our valet guys, the Key and Peele characters, are riffing off of each other around Liam Neeson, and lo and behold, who hands them his car keys and wants his car to be, valeted, but Liam Neeson. So of course they freak out, and we worked on that promotion, obviously in preparation for the launch of his latest film, Nonstop. And Huffington Post, I think, called that promotion maybe the greatest movie promo ever created. So we worked on not only a segment for the show, but we also cut up a bunch of bit pieces that we distributed on a variety of social media platforms. And I think in addition to that, we actually teased our fans with a selfie from the set when they were taping, and that got a hell of a lot of shares and likes on Key and Peele's Facebook page. So that was a really fun one that we worked on with Universal around their Nonstop release. We try to find an audience for these types of campaigns, mostly organically, dare I say. So we work on placing the content on our owned and operated screens. So linear, digital, mobile, but we know that obviously that's not enough these days. So we also have a pretty good social media footprint out there. There's usually like 3 what I'll call lanes with regard to how we could program on social media, and that is the actual lane of the TV show. If there's content that's in and around the specific program, and that program's followers on social media, maybe the talent from the program, if they're so willing. We use that as a lane as well. And then lastly, I would say the actual brand, whether it be MTV, Comedy Central, Spike, VH1, and that lane, that channels fans and followers, and sort of pull all that together in some, dramatic witch's brew, and deliver a mostly earned media social campaign. We're actually now working on productizing that offering and programming it better. We call it Echo. And basically what we want to offer up is a service where we could help plan, program, and then actually report metrics back to what we'll call a virtual social media network around an individual client's integrated marketing campaign. So we've had a lot of learnings over the last couple of years, and now we want to sort of proactively put out that sort of social media planning and programming, bring it to the fore, and allow for paid, owned, and earned media solutions for clients.